Hello there, this is Rom Wills coming back at you with yet another video. A woman doesn't really want you if you have to pay for her time. Now listen very closely to what I'm about to say. Listen very closely. Now if you want, here's the thing. If you want to take her to a fancy restaurant or whatever event or something because you want to do it, that's okay. That is really okay. But when a woman is making it clear she ain't dealing with you unless you take her to a fancy restaurant or an event or something like that. Here's a way of looking at it. Like if you say, well, why don't we go get some coffee somewhere and she's real busy, or let's take a walk someplace, she's real busy. But then all of a sudden it's like, hey, let's go to this steakhouse or let's go to this like play that's in town. All of a sudden she's ready to go. Nah, she really doesn't want you. Because see, here's the thing with women. If they really want you, all that stuff is just extra. Now, this ain't saying you can't go to like a nice restaurant or something like that if that's where you want to go to. But if she's insistent on you spending money on her, insistent, like you gotta spend some money, you gotta take her someplace and all of that, she really don't want you. Because the thing with women, if they really want a man, they just want to be around him. They just want his time. They just want to talk with him. They just want to enjoy talking. You know, they just want to be, they want to be in his presence. And he could be a broke dude, but they'll still find a way to spend time with him. Now, some guys, you still get some guys that say, well, why would a woman want that? Of course, there's some guys who got a lot of money. Let's put it like this. There's a lot of women who spend time with broke dudes. Dudes who are homeless, hobosexuals and stuff like that. Shoot, you get some women, they'll take you out. They want to go someplace, they'll spend the money. That's because they want to spend time with you. See, that's one thing. See, you got a lot of acculturated prostitutes out here and stuff. You got a lot of acculturated prostitutes. Those are socially, as the Honorable Pimp God will call them, acceptable hoes. And you know, you got a lot of women. They ain't really pressed about the guys they deal with, but they don't want to spend their own money. They know this guy going, they what they call foodie calls. They still got those. That's something that's not going away. They ain't talking about it like they used to, but there's actually been some women, some celebrity women, they've talked about that. They would deal with some guys just to pay for food or whatever. Indeed, what have I always said? Sometimes you might take a woman out to some expensive restaurant. She don't eat much, but take that doggy bag. She take it home to, she'll take that doggy bag over to somebody's place. In fact, she might even have you drive them over there. Be talking about, oh yeah, this my cousin. Don't look jack like her. Dude be that prime dude that she ran into. Big old muscular dude or something. Be in the hood. Be in a bad neighborhood. Say, oh, this my cousin. And dude just be waiting at the door looking at you smiling or smirking. You know, at least you hoping that's what he doing or something. Shoot. And she ain't spending money. He got an air mattress and stuff. Shoot, you got a big king size bed at home. She'll never see it because all she wants from you is to spend money on her. She really don't want you. See, understand something with women, period. If they really want you, if a woman really wants you, she just wants to be around you. She just wants to talk with you. She wants to enjoy your company. You know, she don't have to be sitting in some place where you watching her eat or watching her on her phone. If you say, hey, let's go walk through a park, she'll do that. If you say, hey, let's just go to this coffee place and talk, she'll do that, whatever. You know, she'll hang out with you. Because that's all she wants to do. She wants to spend time with you. That's it. If she really wants you. Now, if she really don't want you, you just money bags for, just somebody to pay for her like dinner or something, or help her get some food for the man she really want to be with, oh yeah, she'll do that. That's just basic. You get some women, they'll get some guys just to buy them clothes, buy them gifts and all of that. Using the men, and the men think they doing something. Think they winning over the woman. And then, after the man done paid for all these meals, maybe bought him a bunch of stuff, then she'll be like, I just see you as a friend. After she realized she can only take it so much further before the guy really be pressing her for some sex. Always think about that. Now, this ain't, like I said, this ain't to say, if you want to go to if you want to go to a restaurant, you want to go someplace nice, you want to bring her along, ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that if that's just something that you do. But if she's insistent that you spending money, that you go to a fancy place, she really ain't pressed about you. Indeed, I've seen some clips of dudes. He might be taken to a place, all of a sudden she got 4 or 5 of her girlfriends coming along, and then expect him to pay for everybody. That woman ain't pressed about you. Because first of all, if a woman is really liking you, she's really pressed about you, she don't have a problem being just with you by herself. It could still be a public place, but it's still by herself. Because she just wants to just focus on you. She don't want to focus on her phone. And let me add an addendum to that, because I ain't mentioned phone. If you go out with a woman and she spend all her time on the phone, she ain't pressed about you. If she ain't focused on you, she ain't pressed about you. If she's spending her time, you go out to dinner and she got the meal. You got this big old meal, she on the phone, or she ain't even looking at you or something. What's that doing for you? That woman doesn't want you, That woman doesn't want you. Look, if that woman, it's very simple. A woman who wants you, who wants to be with you, money isn't even involved. She just wants to spend time. Indeed, sometimes she might spend her own money. And that's the biggest way to look at it. Now you get some guys talking about, I got this money and all this. Those are guys who be getting played. Because like I said, you get some women, they'll deal with some homeless guy. They'll deal with the guy who got an air mattress. They'll he might just have a spot and the woman just come over. He ain't spend 1 penny on her. But she wants to be with him that badly. Just remember that one thing. If a woman wants to be with you, you don't have to do anything extra. All you have to do is give her time. That's all she wants from you. That's all you want. Now, some guys will say, well, that's spending something. Yeah, but she's spending her time too. Fair exchange is no robbery. Just like you spending your time, she's spending her time with you. She could be with somebody. She could probably be with somebody else who's going to spend some money on her, who can buy that big old meal. Indeed, some dudes might be the one that after she go out to a big meal with somebody else, she bringing back something, that doggy bag to you. That's where you want to be, all right? But that's something to pay attention to. Because if that woman's insistent on only dealing with you if you spending money on her, you getting played, fam. You getting played. You don't want to do that, all right? I want y'all to think about that, all right? So anyway, that's all I have for right now. I want y'all to think about what I just said, all right? And I'll get back with y'all later. Peace and blessings.